Heidi ho! So today we are going to read author somebody's grumpy. The story was written by Betty Burney and it was illustrated, means that person drew the pictures, Daryl Baker. Here we are. Let me read. Owl was flying above the treetops of the 100-acre wood one morning when he noticed something unusual. The treetops are not green. Treetops that aren't green? What color do you think they were? Do you want to see? What color do you see? White. Right. Why would they be white? Let's find out. They were white. Why, I believe it has snowed. Owl exclaimed as he landed on a branch of the tree. Brrr! Someone answered from below. Hello? Is someone there? Owl asked. A huge white mound answered. Nobody, just me. Owl flew down and brushed the snow off the mound. Eeyore, why are you hiding under all that snow? Was he hiding? Let's find out. Oh, did I not show you the picture? Here you go. Look. Here he goes. He lands on a branch. See the snow go? And then next thing we know, we see he's dusting Eeyore off. Right? Because Eeyore has all that snow on him. I wonder what could have happened. I was standing here. I'm sorry, Eeyore. I was standing here. Yeah. Minding my own business, said Eeyore, when somebody flew into that tree and knocked snow all over me. Oh, dear me, said Owl. I am sorry. The gray donkey shook his head. It's not your fault, but this awful snow is cold and wet, and I can't even find a thistle. It really is a terrible day. Owl didn't think it was a terrible day. He thought the snow was soft and pretty. But on his way home, Owl slipped while landing on a patch of ice. Ouch! This ice is hard, said Owl. Eeyore was right. This is a terrible, dangerous day. That's the dryer. Or actually the washer. Oh, poor Owl, huh? Once he got home, Owl dozed in his chair and tried not to think about the terrible snow and ice. Suddenly, his house began to shake. Open up, a familiar voice called. There he is, trying just to kind of kick it. And all of a sudden, he's like, what? Who do you think it is? Tigger was bouncing up and down on the porch. Owl asked Tigger to please stop. Tiggers love snow, and snow makes Tiggers bouncier than ever. Come out and play. Owl shook his head. Out of the question. I'm staying inside until the ice and snow melt. This is really a terrible, dangerous day. And with that, Owl slammed the door on Tigger's face. Look at that. Poor, poor Tigger, huh? And do you see how grumpy Owl is? Oh my, those grumpies sure do pass off to the other person so quickly. Something's going on outside. Hopefully they're fixing things. What does he know, said Tigger, merrily bouncing through the snow. This snow is Tiggerific. Can you say that? Tiggerific. Suddenly, Tigger tripped over a snow-covered tree stump and landed with a great kerplop. Ah, Tiggers hate snow, Tigger grumbled, and he carefully continued through the 100-acre wood without bouncing even one little bounce. Oh my. See, there he is. Going along, and see, there it is. That's what he tripped over. And now he's grumpy. That grumpiness caught on, huh? It's like a wildfire. Hi, Tigger, shouted Roo as Tigger passed by his house. Let's go exploring in the snow. Tigger shook his head. No thanks. This is a really terrible unbouncy day. What a grumpy Tigger, Roo giggled. Soon Roo was bouncing small little bounces through the deep snow. See, there's Tigger. And there's Roo. See how grumpy Tigger looks? Oh my. And Roo's like, pfft. Let's see what happens next. Meanwhile, Winnie the Pooh and his good friend Piglet were lying in the snow trying to make snow angels. Up and down and back and forth and up and down. Right? Which way do wings go? Said Pooh. As Roo was bouncing nearby, he lost his balance and tumbled down the steep hill, landing on top of Pooh. Hello, Roo. Having fun? Said Pooh. Roo frowned. No, I'm not, said Roo. The snow is too slippery and cold, and this is a terrible chilly day, and I made a terrible mess of your snow angel. I'm sorry. And with that, Roo carefully headed home. So here they are making their snow angels. Doo-dee-doo, doo-dee-doo. And then there's Roo landing on top of Tigger. And then spreading his grumpiness. Ew. Spreaded it like frosting all over them. Except it wasn't sweet, was it? So, Pooh sighed as he looked down at the snow angels. They don't look too good. Piglet shivered. And it is cold out here. So cold my honey froze, said Pooh, reaching into his honey jar. Oh, bother. Maybe it is a terrible hungry day after all. So the two friends went inside to warm up and feel sorry for themselves. That's what happens when we're grumpy, huh? We're really just feeling sorry for ourselves. And this is what happens. See? There's Pooh looking in his honey jar and it's frozen. And Piglet's like, woo, woo, it is so, so cold. So they decided to go in. And what happened? Ooh, guess who came to visit? When Christopher Robin asked his friends to come out and play, Pooh was surprised. Play? On such a terrible day? You'd better go home, Christopher Robin, and don't come back until spring. Why do you think spring? snow would be gone, huh, and it'd be warm. Why are you so grumpy? Asked Christopher Robin. Grumpy? Me? Said Pooh. Goodness, I am feeling grumpy. Me too, Piglet agreed. So they told Christopher Robin about Roo's visit, and he was grumpy too, said Pooh. So here they are visiting. And he's like, come on, come play. And they're like, no, this is what happened. This is how it went. What do you think? Do you think Christopher Robin's going to make them feel better? Or do you think he's going to get grumpy too? The odds are against him, huh? But we'll see. Uh-oh, it sounds like a bad case of the galloping grumps, said Christopher Robin. The galloping grumps? Is it catching? Worried Piglet. Very catching, said Christopher Robin, and grumpiness and grouchiness gallop quickly from one person to another. However, the cure for the galloping grumpies is cheerfulness. That spreads quickly too. I'll show you. Christopher Robin took Pooh and Piglet outside. Let's try the snow angels one more time, he said. They are the best snow angels I've ever seen, said Christopher Robin. Soon Pooh and Piglet were laughing with Christopher. When they felt cheery instead of grumpy, they went to look for Roo. Bring your sled, said Pooh to Christopher Robin. So here we go. Here they go. They're going outside. They're going to try it again, huh? And there they are, making their snow angels. And Christopher Robin has a great attitude and says, this is great. And what happens? Everybody ends up being happy, right? So he spread his happiness, his joy to them, and now they're going to find Roo so they can spread it to Roo. That's a great idea. After a few fast rides down the big hill on Christopher Robin's sled, Roo was happy again. Sliding down a hill is more fun than tumbling, said Roo, laughing. Another case of the grumps gone, said the pleased Pooh. At the bottom of the big hill, they found a grumpy, grouchy Tigger. Tiggers hate winter, he told his friends. I'll handle this, said Pooh. Knock, knock. Oh, who's there? Answered Tigger without enthusiasm. Snow. Snow who? Snowbody special, answered Pooh. To everybody's surprise, Tigger began to laugh. That's a good one. Let's go tell it to my old pal Owl, he said, bouncing off to Owl's house. So here they are. They're sledding, and now who's happy? Woo! So who do they go to find? But their friend Tigger. And what do? They give him a knock-knock joke, and Tigger loves it. So now where are they going? They're going to spread their joy to Owl. This is spreading back the other way, and it's doing a good job, huh? See, if somebody's grumpy, you can pull them out of it by being joyful. It's catchy too, and it's the better kind of catchy. Knock, knock, shouted Tigger. At first, Owl didn't want to open the door. Come back next spring, he said. Knock, knock, called Tigger again. Very well, who's there? Answered Owl. Snow. Snow who? Snowbody but us Tiggers. Get it? Tigger said with a laugh. Then Owl stepped outside. He was smiling. "It's not such a bad day after all," he exclaimed. "It looks as if the cheerfulness cure worked again," Pooh whispered to Christopher Robin. "See, here they are." He's all nom nom. And it's better. He's all happy again, huh? He opened the door instead of slamming it on his face this time. That is definitely an improvement. And look, all of them are so happy. That is a great thing. I wonder what's going to happen next. Then the friends headed to the frozen pond to try skating. "Come join us, Christopher Robin," shouted to Eeyore, who watched from the shore. Eeyore shook his head and looked grumpier than usual. "I'd probably fall and hurt myself." Christopher Robin realized that Eeyore's case of the galloping grumps would need special attention. All of a sudden, Christopher Robin had an idea. He gathered Pooh and Piglet and the others together, and they began to roll snowballs. When they were finished, Winnie the Pooh brought Eeyore to show him the big surprise. "Whatever it is, it probably won't work," said Eeyore, more gloomily than ever. Gloomily, gloomily. Can you say that 5 times fast? Gloomily, gloomily, gloomily. Oh, I forgot to show you the picture. Here it is. There they are. Woohoo! They're having so much fun. And then they decide, you know what? Okay, let's make these snowballs. What do you think they're going to do with them? Do you think they're making a snowman? Think they're going to have a snowball fight? Let's find out. But when Eeyore saw the surprise, his eyes grew wide and the corners of his mouth began to turn up instead of down. It was a snow sculpture of Eeyore. "I've never seen anything like it," said Eeyore. "I feel pretty cheery now." Of course, when spring comes, the snow Eeyore will melt and I'll probably be grumpy again. "Oh, good," Pooh whispered to Christopher Robin. "That will give us a chance to cheer him up again." There they are. What a nice end, right? Everybody went from grumpy to cheerful. So make sure you spread cheer. Don't be a grumpalump, okay? All right. Love you.